Hey folks, welcome back to the Better Days Ahead Tour Part 2. Thanks for joining us for the adventure, and if you missed Part 1, go ahead and check that one out on my channel. Last time we left off, Graham and I were jamming out at Tapworks Brewing and having an awesome time. With another successful gig completed, Holly and I and Graham headed down to the beach for a delicious dinner.
I don't know if you guys can tell, we're at a beautiful beach right now. Not a lot of light. Et's got the grub going.
All right, what do we got here?
All right, this is Etienne Ramsey's cooking show. Let's go.
There we go. The broccoli, carrots, stir fry in. Pork, garlic, sausage in.
Beautiful.
Oh, we're gonna eat good today.
Oh, this is the life.
And I love how random it was too. Who would have thought that we'd be on this random beach, cooking up stir fry and sipping brews?
Wouldn't have it any other way.
No, absolutely not. Better Days Ahead tour. Woo!
But there's some good days right here, though.
He couldn't have said it any better. Those were some of the best days we were experiencing right there on that beach. And with the simplicity of a crackling fire, a few acoustic tunes to finish off the evening, it was the perfect end to the perfect day. Well, we got up the next morning to an awesome view of the fog blanketing the ocean and the beach. We sat there on those logs drinking some coffee that Holly had surprised us all with, and we got prepared for our next gig at Persephone Brewing. Things were finally coming together, and we thought, well, what could possibly go wrong?
Alright, so we just finished performing at Persephone Brewing. That was an awesome gig, except for the fact that a bird smoked a transformer and knocked out all the power.
That's right, folks. You heard that correctly. As I was sound checking, a bird flew into the transformer and knocked out all the power. Well, I'm not gonna lie, it really sucked. But we just happened to have a little trick up our sleeve. In a last-minute decision, Graham and I decided to swap his amp out for a tiny Vox amp that I had. And I remembered that it was battery powered. So we had a more vintage sound to this set, and the show could go on. I also want to say a huge shout out to Graham's pops, who helped put these shields together for us. Thanks for keeping us safe and keeping our audience safe as we do what we love. Cheers, man.
Just yesterday morning, they let me know you were gone. Susan, the plans we made put an end to you. I'm not a jealous guy, but I hang out on the borderline. Don't always take a seat, but I do it works.
And with that, ended another awesome performance. We packed our gear up, signed a couple CDs for some folks, and decided to hit the road and head to Powell River a day early. That was the next leg on our adventure. Holly was still able to take time off work, and we wanted to do some exploring, so off we went. Alrighty, well, we have entered Powell River. We got here last night, ended up driving around at, what time was it, Graham? Around 10 o'clock?
Yeah. About 9 or 10 at night.
9 or 10 at night. Finding a campsite,
just kind of hunkered down. Nothing too crazy. Yeah, so we were just finding a campsite, and now we're back on the road, heading to our Airbnb, and yeah, gonna find a spot to go fishing, I hope. And that's the plan.
So off we went to our Airbnb.
Alrighty, so we reached our stay in Powell River, other than our campsite, the Tranquility Inn. After you, Holly. It looks cozy. Alright. Well, I know what I'll be writing.
Jukebox.
Wow.
Wow, there's gonna be an example of what we should take our. Well,
Yeah.
no, it's unfinished, so I don't know if.
That's sweet.
Just picked it. Yeah. Etienne, remember what I said? Artist with 2 options.
That's right.
I was telling him about jukeboxes on my way here because I bought those singles, and I said, "You know what jukebox is?"
That's awesome. What an interesting place. All right. Very cool. Sweet. Well, our home for a night, I guess.
Well, we settled in for the night, and I decided the next morning, as we explored town, that I was going to do a little fishing. Well, the next morning, I was pretty excited to do some fishing. So, we explored town a little bit and ended up finally heading down to the beach and trying to find a spot for some salmon. I grabbed my fishing rod and threw on a lure. Probably pitched that thing out there 100 times, hoping to catch a Chinook or a coho salmon, but that's how she goes sometimes. No luck for me. Sometimes it's just fishing and not catching. I will say, though, that the view was quite incredible to just stand and observe as I was trying to catch us some dinner. Anyways, in the end, we ended up packing up. It started to rain, and we headed back home for a nice warm dinner.
All right, so we got.
This is my favorite place in the world, by the way.
Excellent. That's in all of ours right now. Nice warm meal we cooked up already. Oh, yum, yum, yum. If you could pick it up, you can eat it. Yeah. All right. Yummy dinner. It's gonna be great.
Well, we had a really good time staying there in Powell River. It was awesome to have a warm place to sleep in and to cook our meals in. So, after we bid that cozy place farewell, it was on to the last leg of our journey.
Alrighty, well, we are leaving this beautiful place.
Well, we were sad to see it go, but we headed to the ferry and we were ready for our next adventure. Turns out that Holly was still able to join us, so we all continued on as a trio of traveling minstrels, and off we went. As soon as we stepped on that ferry, I could feel my excitement growing. Graham had told me so much about the Duncan showroom, and I couldn't wait to showcase our sets there. It was going to be awesome performing on Vancouver Island, and a goal I'd had for a long time.
Goodbye, Powell River. Next stop, Duncan. You did it. Yeah, alrighty. Well, we got off the ferry and we are now on Vancouver Island. We did it. Now we've got a 2-hour drive.
So off we went, on another musical adventure to the Duncan showroom. Couldn't wait to get there and to set our gear up to perform.
Alrighty, so we made it to the one and only Duncan showroom. We are just waiting out back to chit-chat with the people running it. Pretty cool.
Transformers entrance only. Cool. Excited to see inside. And that, my friends, is where we leave the adventure for now. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share this video, and hit that notification bell if you want to continue the journey with us in part 3, where we head into the Duncan showroom, continue performing across Vancouver Island, and have some other unexpected adventures along the way. Until then, goodbye from Holly, Graham, and I. Cheers.